Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah. Money stay callin' in this bitch. We ain't worry about none, we celebratin'.
Yo.
What's up? Good people. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, all the beautiful people out there. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. As always, welcome to PulseNation episode number 45. Let's go. 45 in the books.
Damn, we moving, dog.
I know. I love it, man. I love it. And I was actually going back and looking at some stuff, bro. We just started this like 5 months ago. How fun is that, bro? Like, we actually started before the launch of Pulsechain and all that good stuff. So it's just a fun little throwback on the little video that we're looking at right now for the gold background. So those of y'all who are repping the PulseNation with us back then, shout out.
Y'all remember this background. This is one of the first, man.
Absolutely. But what's good, my guy? What's going on? What's popping? What's brand new hit just knocked? You know what I mean? I know you got another song that you dropped. Let's talk a little bit about that, man. How's it going?
Oh, man, dude. That was oh man, it was. So I've been working on that like ever since I discovered Lisa. I'm like, okay, we got to do some Ja Rule and Shanti.
Yeah,
at some point.
Yeah, so. You said, I think Disciple called you out on that one real quick.
Yeah, bro. It's like from day one, I'm just plotting. I'm like, okay, she got the voice. So when I sent her the track and she sent back, her practicing it, I'm like, bro, this is it, bro. It's gonna work. And boy, did it work, bro. People love it. I'm just getting love left and right, man. Took off.
Already up to 130,000 views in the span of just a couple of days, guys. And this is just the bear. This is the beginning of what Westcott's about to do. He's said so many times, let him get a bag. You know what I mean? Let him see what happens. Y'all gonna see what happens when this man gets a bag. And I'm excited for the future, my brother. I'm excited to see and just be here along for the ride, my guy, because let's talk a little bit about what the topic of the discussion is today, which is the marathon that is the journey into crypto and the long trail and trial and tribulations that you go through and everything that you experience. So let's get into some of that real fast, man.
It's a race, y'all. I mean, I'm not gonna say halfway through the marathon, but we running, and you just gotta pace yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to like give up. Just don't give up. Finish the race. It's very important to finish the race and see where you're at. A lot of guys, we've seen tons of guys already, quit, so we're still here. The few guys we got in here watching live right now, we're still here. We're still pushing. And man, it's going to be a bright sunny day at that finish line. I'm telling you.
I love making reference to this, and it's such a weird way of how things always just find a way to work out, right? And that's what I'm saying. If things aren't working out right now, then again, it's just not the right time type deal, and you got more in store type deal as well. But when things are working out, something that is working out is this reference of the marathon. So a marathon's 26 miles, right? And we think about the launch of Pulsechain happened in May of 2023. And so I reference that, like, guys, pretend like that's the marathon right now, and we're 5 months in, aka we're 5 miles into a 26-mile marathon, aka we're 5 months into a 2-year, 6-month marathon into July of 2025. Guys, that's like the very beginning. And again, y'all are seeing this at a 5-month portion. So we just started that journey, that marathon, the effort. We just started, you know what I mean? And again, it's the effort that you put in now that you're going to see the results later to actually get to mile 26, right? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to get burnt out before that. There's going to be a lot of people with broken bones, with pulled hamstrings, with not enough hydration because they didn't drink enough electrolytes and water while they were going for a run, and they started going down different alleyways thinking they were taking shortcuts, and all these different things are playing out in such a beautiful way. How epic is it that you can make a reference to a 26-mile race in a 2-year effort? Incredible.
Listen, man, I'm 34 years old. I'm tired, dog. Like, I've been through life's ups and downs. It's like, look, man, for the one thing I've never been in life was consistent. And I think that's the reason why I haven't made it yet. So for once in my life, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to trust in this coin, trust in this ecosystem. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to give up after 6 months. I'm gonna do this thing until, and for however long if it takes 2-3 years, so be it. If it takes 5 years, so be it.
Right.
Don't give up, man. I mean, that's the worst thing. I've given up on tons of things. You know, clearly y'all could see I was a rapper. I was doing music. I gave up on that because I just wasn't consistent. And now it's like, you know what? This is working for me. The stream is working for me. The crypto's working for me. The parodies, everything. And I'm just going to stick to it until I'm a retired multimillionaire. That's it, bro.
So talking about consistency is such a huge portion of getting everything set up right. It's not only consistency in what you do and your actions that you take yourself, but it's holding yourself accountable to your own words. And it's also being there to, are you actually holy? Are you wholesome at this point in time? Does that mean that you line up individually with your own spirit, with your conscience, with your words, with your actions? Do they actually align with what you're actually saying? Right. Because that's the first step. If you find that you're already breaking off in that situation, you're going down the wrong path, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, takes trial and error, man. Like, I look back at my life and I'm like, wow, like all these little things I was doing was leading to this moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I didn't realize it at the time, but you know, it's all just slowly clicking and starting to make sense, you know,
Right.
from the editing stuff and recording. And then, you know, it's just, man, like enough about me though, man. This is about you guys, man. You guys gotta you gotta trust and believe, you know, because if you don't, what are you doing here? You know?
Well, I think a good quote from a famous person, as always, is that Thomas Edison quote, and he says, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up."
Yeah.
Right. And it's literally that same thing. And we've all seen the picture before of the man digging for the diamonds in the mine, and he's got the pickaxe and he's going down the tunnel and he's going through all the way, and he's been at it for however long he's been at it for, days, months, weeks, years, and he gives up right at the end, and someone comes in right at the end, does just a couple of things and strikes it. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things that you never realize really how close you are. And it's always that point that you do have to keep pushing yourself past the point of comfort, past the point of a place of ease, if you will. You do have to get to an uneasy state in order to attain some items.
Again, trial and error. Like, bro, I did this with Ethereum. My homie was telling about, now, you know, I wasn't super early, but it was like maybe $200. He's telling me about it, and I'm like, man, I'm good, bro. Like, what is this? Like, you know, I'm not gonna bother with this. And now when he's up, you looking back like, damn, I knew about this when it was such and such price.
Yep.
I ain't doing it. Like, again, man, like sometimes you gotta lose before you win. And I lost so many times. It's like I got nothing left but to win now. You know,
yeah, for sure.
I can't lose anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be it for me, bro.
That's it, man. I love that. Well, it's also that you found what you've been looking for as well. And that's why you can actually settle. It's not that you're settling saying I've tried everything I can, and if this doesn't work out, then F it. You know what I mean? No, that's not the case
feel lucky
at all, right? It's like you've come to that mindset mentally because you found a place that you feel is what you've been looking for.
It's the place to be, dog.
It's exactly what you've been searching for. Like, you've been putting out there in the universe, and all of us have. All of you who are watching this stream right now, the Pulse Nation, who are part of the family and the tribe and the community, we are going through, and you're putting out a certain frequency and a certain vibration out into the universe, asking and saying, hey, I want to elevate to the next level. I would love that next level in life. I have aspirations. I have dreams. I have goals, and I'm bringing it out there, and I'm going through, and I'm going to get it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to pursue it. And that is just bringing that energy back, where that is where you found, whether it's Hex, Pulsechain, Pulsex, whatever it is, you found this community, the ecosystem, the camaraderie that you have with someone who has a like-minded state of mind, who has a 15-year lockup mindset, to the Hexicans who understand staking 15 years in all reality isn't actually that long.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I feel extremely lucky to be here, and I feel like anyone who's watching this is extremely lucky to be watching this, because you know about this before the rest of the world does. And it's not often you stumble across something great before everyone else catches on. So, you know what this is, know what you hold. Not financial advice, but I don't see anyone building better products than Richard Hart. I just don't. Just don't, you know, it all makes sense. Hex makes sense. Okay. And now it's even better. It got its own blockchain to run on. It got its own DEX. I mean, what more do you want? You know, we're gonna get a wallet at some point, potentially. It's like, bro, it's the Apple of fucking crypto. Everything's here. You don't need to go anywhere else.
Right.
You know, you
Yeah,
got it
no,
all.
yeah, it's a professional knows how to do it, and amateur knows how to quit, right? And so like let's all seek to be professionals. Let's all continue to pursue that whole idea of making sure this journey of entrepreneurship, if you will, right? I know we have this world of crypto and we don't necessarily see it as the same entrepreneurial mindset that you have to actually would go through and withstand. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, a lot of people put, I would say, not majority of their portfolio, but they usually aren't trying to find other things. And they know, and the reason why they aren't messing with like stocks and that kind of stuff is because like they understand that, again, for the risk tolerance that they allow themselves to accept, they understand that earning 8%, 9%, 10% a year just doesn't quite get their blood going. You know what I mean? Didn't quite get the blood pumping for them, you know?
It
So
ain't enough.
yeah, it ain't
man.
enough, you know, for and then others, again, it's just that whole premise behind it. The crypto just allows things to be done faster. It does come with more volatility, but if you're planning on reducing any amount of time, so if you're saying, hey, I could retire in 40 years or I can retire in 5, there's a big difference there. And the 40 years is going with something like 401k, stock market, going with Social Security whenever that comes out, going with the Roth IRAs, going with everything you can to set everything up in multiple different angles and avenues so you have it all whenever it comes out. Then you have different streams of income coming from different places. And then you have the other folks where it's like, I'm going crypto. But if you choose the right crypto, 5 years for possible retirement is easily attainable for folks.
Yeah.
And that's part of this marathon, folks. Like, you have to understand, we are just starting this trek.
Bro, this is your second chance. To me, this is your second chance. If you missed out on Bitcoin, okay, if you missed out on Ethereum, if you missed out on Uniswap, this is your chance, bro. We got all that here. This is the part 2. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the sequel to the movie isn't as good as the first one, but it's good enough. You're gonna make some money. You know what I mean? So that's all I need to see, man. Like if you telling me this is part 2 of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Uniswap, I'm sold, dog. I'm sold. You know?
Heck yeah, man. Dude, this is that little moment where, again, you have so many different options available to you that are always going to present themselves in front of you, because, again, where life has a funny way of things working out, sometimes they also have a funny way of making you earn it too.
Right.
You can't just accidentally stumble your way into $1 million. Most times you can't. And for those who do attain that stumble, they don't understand, because whether it be they weren't ready mentally and they weren't ready for that wealth, and so they lose it quickly, or you have the other side where you are prepared for your wealth mentally, but you just don't have it yet. It can happen to where that explosion can occur. So just as the person who was not ready for wealth, but they attained it and they lost it, the same concept can be said for those people who are ready for wealth. They have not attained it, but you're mentally prepared inside your head to be able to actually make sure to play it out properly. Guys, the 5 P's: proper preparation prevents poor performance, y'all.
Absolutely.
All the time.
You know, I don't need Hex to get to $69,000, right? I need Hex to get to $1 or $2. That's it. You know, I don't need Pulsechain to get to $1,500 like Ethereum. Bro, get to a penny, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Right.
I don't need Pulsex to get to $45. Bro, give me a penny and I won't ask for more. And that's me, you know, because there's going to be people who buy later at the top of the bull who are going to want these things to go to $1,500 and whatnot. By that time, we're on private jets. We're on yachts. Good luck, y'all. I still hold the bag, but good luck. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep pumping it for sure. Like, we're not going nowhere, but, you know, and it's not even, again, it's not shilling. It's not pumping. It's literally, it's enlightening and educating people on crypto tools that work, you know, that serve a purpose. I'm not shilling anything. I don't need y'all to buy this. Someone's going to wake up and be like, bro, this is a whole ecosystem I need to be in. You know, when them gas prices go through the roof with Ethereum, good luck. We'll see you over here.
Yeah, you know for sure.
We don't got hacks on our bridge. Shout out to the Pretzel gang, man. Y'all know what it is. For all the new people too that are watching, because we got a ton of new followers off that video. This is the pretzel. You know, you'll learn about it soon enough.
Eats a pretzel, nasty.
You don't know. Oh man.
Hey, anyway, let's go listen to many of his songs and go find out, and you'll get to hear a little bit about what all this actually means. Or stay tuned and stick around, like, share, subscribe to all of the content that we do. PulseNation comes through every Wednesday, coming through with the stream with y'all every single time, hitting them up, or Wednesday and Thursday, I guess. My bad. Hitting them up every single week, and guys, it's an amazing time. I think Westcott's new song is his best. Wow, Gloria, big word there.
Thank you so much.
Wow, yeah, it was kind of left off on that one. I was like, oh my god. She did the cliffhanger, dude. It was a perfect cliffhanger. I had to read through the chat real fast. I was like, I'm gonna read through the chats and just get back to what Gloria was saying. So,
you know what the thing is about it, bro. And it's not even like on trying to brag. It's just something about me where anything I do, I have to outdo the last one. And it's just like I'm just telling y'all now. Like, if you think that was the best, just get ready to say that again, because the next one's going to be even better. It's just how it works for me, man. I don't know. Yeah. It is what it is.
Dude, that's absolutely incredible. Yeah, guys, that was a fire stream as well.
Man,
not the stream, that was a fire song that y'all did again. Lisa Marie, her voice, all that good stuff, man.
Shout out to Lisa. Yeah, go follow Lisa.
Yeah, all of it was good stuff, man.
You
got to shout out the War Ants jacket. You know what I mean? That was something. War Ants as well for the PulseNation merch. We got some jackets from War Ants, and then Corey Gotza. If you ever watch it, if you happen to watch the stream, hit me up, my guy. I got your shirts, man. Let me know.
You shout out to Warren.
Yeah, so I just want to a little shout out to him. But that was a little fun little thing that you did with them, showing the jacket.
Bro.
Fire,
man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man.
A lot of people never listen to Nipsey. They can't relate. Yeah.
Right, the marathon. Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Marathon to miles equals months. Like I'm like, check it out, guys. Look how perfectly that lined up on that one. Again, this is saying that Pulsechain launched by the time marathon's over and you ran your 26.2 miles, you're going to be sitting in July 31st of 2025. God dang, how perfect did that work out? Because if you don't know, that's usually the time when the bull market or the bear market is going to be starting to come around, because that's kind of the end of the bull market phase. And that's kind of one of those, if you ain't taking profits yet, you might want to consider taking profits. And if you haven't taken profits at that point, you're doing something wrong. But
if you haven't stuck with anything in your life, I'm telling you right now, stick with this, man. Just stick with it. You know, just for once, just say, you know what? I'm not going nowhere. Nothing's going to shake me. I don't care. I'm just going to stick it out and see what the hell happens. Stay with it. Absolutely. That's another one of the
in the background.
But
yeah, man. Exactly. We got Terry Dogs. Happy Wednesday. RTS. What's up, my friends? Disciples saying, bah, ha, 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 ha. Love the shanty.
Town. Oh, man. All the fights. Yo, man, let me ask you, bro. With all that's going on, you still bullish on fame and fiat and all that stuff, man? Like,
well, I was never bullish on their ecosystem. And it had nothing to do with like the overall system itself. It just had to do with the people. Wasn't a fan of how they do their business through their providing liquidity and them getting set up first. And they're about making money. They're going to make the money. But again, it's one of those, I'm sure they do things a little bit different than I would be okay with. So I just don't mess with it personally. And I heard they had some issues several times, but neither here nor there. It's not something I've even really tracked, to be honest with you. So I couldn't even tell you what those items could have even been, right? It was all hearsay at that point in time, because I didn't notice, I didn't experience, and I didn't do it myself.
Yikes is all I will say. No comment for the rest. Yikes. Damn, man. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah,
I love it.
But I mean, we got some different protocols going to be launching soon.
Mm-hmm. How about that? You think they're going to launch for real? Like
I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know. So we're talking about liquid loans. Anyone not curious, or liquid loans, or Power City or Mintra, or any of those tokens who had a sacrifice round at some point in time and haven't launched. And so if you got CC of liquid loans coming out saying October and he's putting it out there, that's pretty bold. That's not saying 2 more weeks. That's not saying anything crazy. That's not even saying like a mid-May like Richard Hart did, back in the day. So I think
Oh,
Rich Hart
mid-May
said
broke.
mid-May. That was like a devastating hit to the ecosystem. And if liquid loans didn't launch or doesn't launch by even October 31st, then I think they're going to be hit hard just based on the same premise. So I don't know why they would do that, especially like there's no need to make that announcement if unless it's ready. So the fact that you'd be unwise to do that. Like you waited 4 months after the poll or 5 months after Pulsechain launch and all this time and you haven't said shit, and then all of a sudden you announce a launch date. You better launch. That's all I'm saying. That's all I got.
Oh, I love the drama, yo. ATX, you know I love the drama.
Yeah,
dog.
I know you do. I know. I don't really care for the drama at all. By the way,
yeah, I feel you. I'm not gonna lie.
Some drama recently through Disciple and his
yes.
words, you know. So I just happen to be there associated with, guilty by association. So
ATX is not a part of me and Disciples nonsense. Do not drag him into that. Y'all come talk to us on the late night. Do not bring ATX no smoke. I'm not playing. I'm very pissed off.
It is what it is, right? It's one of those. That's what I'm saying. It happened. It is what it is. It's in the past, and we moving forward no matter what. Because, dude, at the end of the day, like, does this matter portfolio wise to me? No. Like, is this going to affect me doing anything in the ecosystem? No. And so I'm still going to be putting out content for y'all beautiful, lovely people. We still got PulseNation up in this beach. We still going to be putting out content in regards to how to get money, how to take profits, when to do it, how to do it, all those good things, tutorials and examples and all that stuff, man. So speaking of, dude, I got to say, we have some dips happening in the ecosystem of Pulsechain, Pulsex, Hex, and Ethereum Hex. So,
hey, love it.
I will say something that caught my attention right away was the Ethereum Hex. We have reached a point in time where we almost, I don't want to say we basically have just hit a double bottom type scenario. And I'm going to pull it up so that way everyone can actually see what we're talking about. So it makes a little bit more sense for everyone as well. So whenever I pull this up, this is again the Hex USDC chart on TradingView. It goes back all the way to Hex's first launch, and you can see all the way back here, December of 2019. So what I saw about it though, and what I started noticing with it was this whole little thing. This is something that we actually got real close. We hit it, and look at this, folks. We tested this. This is again 0.00296, so under 0.3 of a penny. So that basically hit that first line right there. We actually rejected off it, held it as support. We went through and actually are retesting it again yesterday. We hit it again, bounced off it. So all I'm saying is we're getting awfully close right here where this sucker better do something. If it goes this way, that could be good. If it doesn't and it goes below, guys, just be ready. If you happen to be on the Ethereum network, you can do things like set limit orders. You can also do things like buy it on the Pulsechain network and bridge it over. Many different items are there, but just be ready to take advantage should that end up happening.
Yo, I got my eye on that because if I could snag 1 million Hex, man, I fell down to my knees. Okay. 1 million Hex going into the bull. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like you've had they've had plenty of time on this one to be, building up that little bag. So hopefully y'all are all taking advantage of the prices in general. This is a price of Pulsechain at this point in time, and we did have the most recent dip. I know the Ethereum Foundation went through and sold plenty of Ethereum at damn near the bottom of a bear market. So the whole market eventually ended up just kind of taking a hit as of that. But either way, we do have some correlation to it. One thing I noticed was we got the opposite. We got the 9 EMA crossing below the 15 EMA, meaning bearish energy is happening here, even though I'm feeling kind of bullish on a couple different things. But we are hitting this damn near double bottom on this one for this one, or we've kind of hit it a couple times. So that would be the level that I would think we come back to, which is basically 4 zeros and a 4. And then if it doesn't hold that, then yeah, we go down and retest this little parallel channel to see really what happens. If it doesn't, it would retest the parallel channel at some point in time on one of these and bounce off it, kind of like it did right here. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing just recently. I wanted to kind of share that because I know everyone is excited to enter the bull market, and I'm right there with you, dude. Like I want the bull market just as much as y'all. It would be incredible if we get to pull these up and just say, oh my god, like we just saw another 5x today. Like yeah, we want that. We want that with y'all. We're gonna be there rejoicing in the celebration as well. But until that point in time, you do have to try and accumulate the bag big enough that you can retire or accomplish your goals sooner rather than later. So if you're buying at these prices, or if the prices dip down a little bit lower, as we talked before, have a 3-tier system. But if the prices dip down a little bit lower, you get to get that much more.
Ooh.
Thereby making your lower dollar cost average that much lower. Thereby meaning that when the price does pump, it actually gets so much more for you. So take advantage of this, guys. This is exactly what we're talking about. Back to the marathon race. That reminds me of the old fable of the tortoise and the hare. We've heard it so many times where the speedy hare races off in the beginning, gets distracted, complacent. He stops and takes a nap mid-race. You know what I mean? Like that's happened. Meanwhile, this little slow tortoise is just trekking along, doing its thing, slow and steady, just consistent, inching every single way to go, doesn't take any breaks, doesn't get distracted, eventually passes that sleeping hare over at the end and wins the race. Y'all have heard this thing so many times, right? Slow and steady wins the race. I think y'all have heard that so many times, but really it comes down to consistent effort, consistent behavior, discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a sense of integrity. What are you doing when no one else is watching? Because no one else is going to be there looking over your shoulder saying, oh, I saw you buy that meme coin. No one's there, man. So like if you feel the urge to buy it and you go buy it, you put the risk out there to subject yourself to the consequence that is whatever that is.
I've been there and I've done that. I ain't doing it again. I'm just staying focused. If I do a small little gamble here, look, man, it is what it is, but I'm not risking my bag for no garbage, dog. I'm just not, man. I've done it before. I've seen it. I've taken too many L's, bro. Not doing it again. Pulsechain, Pulsex hasn't performed. Let's see what it does first before we even jump. Nobody's jumping ship. You shouldn't be jumping ship now.
Right.
I mean, there's guys who moved on completely, bro. They got whole meme coin communities within the community. What are y'all doing, man? I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it went tough, man, because it's like I know there's going to be coins that are out there. Shit, I'm a part of other coins as well, such as the Sacrifice for Liquid Loans of Mintra. I've said it before in previous streams that we've had on PulseNation, So it's like I did believe at one point in time that there could be some vibrancy within the overall ecosystem that we have. And there will be. There definitely is. And that's the thing. But at the same time, there's bad actors, there's good actors, and not everyone has the same intentions. I think there's good money and bad money. That's the easiest way to put it. And so if you're earning money on bad money, then that's going to curse you for the rest of your life. And it's going to curse you, if not this life, your next life. Right? And then there's good money that's a little bit harder to attain, that requires a little bit more work and grit and taking that next step forward and putting the next foot in front of each other. But that good money's there, and it's good for your health, for your conscience, for your soul. And so as long as there's good money being moved around, let's go, man. Let's get it, bro. Let's share. Let's rejoice in the wealth. Let's not have any bad money around. We've seen rug pulls already happen so many times. Just don't subject yourself in those situations. But not saying everything's bad, not saying everything's good. There's no way of knowing that. Yeah,
man. I mean, some people are here to play around, have fun. They want to play in the metaverse and make avatars and man, I ain't playing nothing. I played I played in my 20s, bro. I ain't doing it again. I
think the whole metaverse, whatever it is,
I'm good.
It's an interesting concept to me, right? It's not. I'm not putting on a whole like VR headset just to. I got life happening all around me. I feel like if I do that, I'm just subjecting myself to an even smaller world, if you ask me.
If I want to play a video game, I'll play a video game. I'm not going to hang around with a bunch of people in a damn virtual world buying coins. Like, it's just, come on, y'all. We're not here to play around.
Yo, RH is still alive, everyone. Yay. Yo. He did his whole birthday post real quick.
I believe it. People think
people still believe it's AI. Hey, to be fair, honestly, dude, swear to God, me being the AI person who loves it and all that good stuff, dude, 11 Labs could make that happen easily. Easily. It could. Sure. He's got hours upon hours of video and audio of him talking that you can literally use to train a model for AI. He's got more audio than needed to ever train that model for AI. 11 Labs can do it for people for free right now. There's a whole system set up. But anyways,
I believe it, and
I think it's him. To be fair,
even if it's not him, but I know he's alive. But even if it's not him, he's so strategic in the way of like just fucking with your head, scaring you, shaking you out. It's like, bro, like if motherfuckers sell because they think that's AI, good, get them out of here, bro.
That's so
get them
weird.
out of here, bro.
It's so weird if people are doing that.
I'm all for the tactics, bro. I don't want to accuse him of nothing, but if RH is doing some of these things on purpose to FUD or to like purposely get motherfuckers out, so be it, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, EDJ asks, what shades are those?
Oh, these are YSL. They're called the Betties, BETTY, YSL Betty.
Cool. There you go, Edward.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it's like, man, like there's a lot of people in this ecosystem, and there's a lot of scum in this ecosystem. Bro, we could get rid of as much scum as we can before the bull hits. Get them out. Bro, RH convinced me on all the interviews, the videos. I'm just sold on the dude, bro. I'm sold, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care if, like, you know, I don't care what he does at this point. I'm going to wait till this thing performs. That's it.
Yeah, Yellowtail's saying it best right now. It was better investment now than when I first started. So like that's I love, because the concept, the whole the product of Hex has not changed. Right. It's still the exact same. It pays us every single day 0000 UTC time for every t-shirt that you have based on all the calculations, and you get paid every day like clockwork just by staking your Hex. And if it was a good purchase and you were buying back then because you felt that it was the right product, it was a good product, it was the best thing you've been looking for, ways to earn additional income, whatever that may be, the product itself has not changed.
Listen, man, and another thing,
don't fudge yourself out. But yes, Yellowtail is exactly it on that one.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm sold on it, man. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have $1 billion of either Pulsechain or Pulsex, or $1 million of both?
Say the question one more time. $1 billion of Pulse or Pulsex, or $1 million
would you rather have $1 billion of Pulse or Pulsex, or $1 million of both?
I mean, I would want to go with both, but I would want the bigger bag, so I would do it $1 billion. I just don't know which one I would do.
Right.
Like,
so like
I'd want the bigger bag in that situation. But I mean, if you were talking like,
what if I said $500 million of Pulse?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Like it feels like each, you know, if I got 300 million each and I went with that route, or $1 billion of one or the other, I think I would go with the 300 mil on both.
Got you.
Because that what you don't want to have happen, man. And I've seen this in what you said, the consistency, the mistakes, the errors, the lessons, everything that you've learned in time through all the mistakes and lessons that you've been taught through all the events. Right. That is what would happen is you would have $1 billion of XYZ, Pulse or Pulsex. Let's just say Pulse in this example. Right. You have $1 billion. Pulsex starts tearing. It starts going like, and it goes and does a fucking 50x all of a sudden, and Pulsechain only did a 10x. Let's just use this as an example. That would be a wild difference, and you would regret that purchase of holding $1 billion Pulse at that time. Now, if you just did the same, I'm telling, like you do this thing in your head. It's a psychology thing. It's like you literally, like, I could have had that, or I wish I would have, or you go chase it, and you're like, I'll go. Hey, that one's running now. I'm just gonna take my $1 billion and put it over there. I don't know. I know myself. I've done this kind of stupid stuff before. And then as soon as you do that move, Pulsex starts dropping, Pulsechain starts pumping. Then you're like, oh my God, I just wrecked myself, and now I only have 700 million Pulse, and I had $1 billion, and had I not done anything, I would have been good. But I wanted to chase, and so I would much rather say, give me both, 300 mil a piece. I'll be happy knowing that I got both. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to worry about one running off on the other, or one doing something. Guys, if your average is 100 to 500x, anywhere between that number, if that's your average between Hex, Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex on Ethereum, and your average is anywhere between 100 and 500x your bag, you are happy.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
You can have one of them go and do a 1500x, and one of them only do 100x, and your average would be somewhere in the ballpark of 500. You are going to be happy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, dude,
there's no way around it. But again, like, you don't want to bet all your money, or you don't want to put all the eggs in one basket, like Pulse, for example, and say, I think that one's gonna go and do a 1500x, and then
wait. You telling me if you just put everything in the Pulse chain, you're not gonna win?
You're not gonna win.
You're not gonna win?
You're not gonna win.
Yo, ATX, no way.
Dude,
No
you're gonna mess yourself up. I'm not. It's
all
like
right.
if you are a person and you got to know yourself. This is you. You look inside your inner self and say, is this me? And the question is, would you be able to hold something for 5 fucking years?
All right,
right?
let me ask you.
And not do something.
Let me ask you, like, okay, if a man had $50,000 and he could either put 50K in the Pulsechain at the low, or put 25K in the Pulsechain and 25K in the Pulsex at the low. Like, you're telling me if the guy chooses the 50K into Pulsechain, that's not a good look. He should split it amongst both.
I think if you know yourself,
Mm-hmm.
if you know yourself and you know your habits, and I know myself and I know my habits, I would do both.
Got you. Okay.
I would. I have to. I have to. Because
you're better than me, dog. You're better than me. Because I'm about to.
I don't want to see that happen to anyone, man. And again, like, right. And that's why even after a certain period of time, there's a point in time where you're going to be able to take profits and be able to take profits. Mm-hmm. And the idea behind that is to buy dips. And so if you're able to take profits, and maybe let's just say you hold Pulsex like you're talking about, for example, in this situation, you hold Pulsex, it runs up, bull market top, boom, you sell. You've done good. You got yourself a bag.
Right.
Bear market comes. You buy yourself some Pulse at that point in time. Okay.
Right.
But again, do you have the fortitude and preparation to even be planning that far ahead? Are you thinking years ahead and planning this out ahead of time? Because if you're not doing that part of it, then you're not going to make the right decision when the time comes.
But let's say you're a level-headed person and you're not like someone who's like gonna move off of like like just you're not like what's the word?
I mean, FOMO is the word. You're not a
FOMO type of.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to subject yourself to FOMO.
If you're not that type of person and you're very level-headed, would you still think it'd be a bad thing to just go all in on like Pulsechain? Like, if you're just gonna hold that and you act like the rest doesn't even exist.
No, I don't. I mean, for a level-headed person who knows themselves, no, it's not a bad play. For the normal person who is going to be chasing,
they're going to
be chasing, seeing something happen and get greed happen, or have FOMO happen, or have FOMO induce, or know any of this stuff that can happen. Or again, like for people who bought Pulse right now and bought 1 billion Pulse and just fucking stored it away, never looked at the price, never looked at anything, just straight up moved it to the side, locked it in a storage. I don't really care where it is, and then come back 2 years later, 5 years later, you did good, right? You did good, because you avoided all the unnecessary drama that happened in between. You avoided doing something stupid that could wreck yourself. But if that's not your plan, then again, like when you see things pump, it's a natural human instinct to be like, dude, I wish I could just get a 2x out of that. Like, because again, especially when you start seeing other individuals share their profit portfolio,
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt
and it makes you second guess your decision. And if you're not convinced and convicted of your own decision, you're gonna wreck yourself, man.
Like if you go all in on Pulsex, let's say, and then you see the ratio take off, Pulsechain just leaves it in the dust, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. So I know I'm the type of person where I'm gonna fucking deal with the pain. But a lot of y'all be careful, man, because if you see that ratio taking off and you pick the one that's still sitting, you got to be able to withstand that pain, until you get your run. And who knows if that's even coming. But that's something you got to be willing to stand on. But yeah.
Yo, give me a penny. Yo, either one. A penny on Pulse or Pulsex. You did good.
Yeah,
and
man.
I mean, shit, a penny on fucking Ethereum X right now. You got a 4x your money almost, or 3x your money.
To make money, people needed Bitcoin to go to 69,000. People needed Ethereum to go to 1,500. Bro, we just want a penny over here, dog. We're not even tripping. Hex wanted 50 cents. We didn't even want 50 cents. Just give me a goddamn penny, dog. You can't give me a penny? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
Yo, look at this. Checks my pulse. Says getting 46.3 million Pulsex for $500 right now. 68,400 hex for $500.
Wow.
DCAing some chunks to take profits at 20x, so I don't have to touch the vault.
Yo, checks my pulse.
That's it right there, man.
I'm a DM you my address later, man. Just shoot me a couple $, as well, man. I appreciate that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't, dude. I'm doing the DCA journey, the Pulse Challenge, right? The $5 a day, bro.
Yeah.
When I'm telling you, like I do a purchase, and it's exactly like you said. You put $5 in, you almost get 500,000 Pulsex right now. And so I'm looking at it like $10, you get 1 million, folks. Like, so like
That's crazy.
it wild. Hello. And then go
bro,
ahead.
People don't appreciate what you're talking about right now. They don't appreciate it. But go ahead, man.
Well, that's why I'm doing the journey, because I'm sitting here. So again, guys, I've been doing this for a month, and I'll be doing an update on Friday. You know what I mean? But I'll be doing this for a month. Started September 15th, and it's October 11th now. So a little bit less than a month right now, and sitting on 12 million Pulsex right now, 3 million Pulse, 40,000 hex for Ethereum, and 17,000 hex for Pulsechain. Now, again, that doesn't seem like anything crazy, guys, and I want to break this down. That's $135 into it all. That's how much I've put in so far at this point in time, 135 in. But I'm sitting at 11 million. Again, do this yourself with what you can and get yourself something out of it too. Because I wanted to share this journey with everyone to kind of showcase that you do this for a couple of months, you got yourself a bag of 25 million Pulsex, 100 million Pulsex, and eventually you do the math on something like that. And I've done it before, but guys, let's just assume you had some fun little runoff and you get a 100x average profit out of your whole for your entry price, your DCA price. I mean, your average entry price out of all the purchases that you've made during that entire time, you have an average price. Let's just say you turn that $7,000, because that's how much it kind of is if you break down the whole total of it all, and you do just 100x on that. Again, you turn that 7,000 into 700,000. And I want to show y'all that's possible for everyone, folks. This is why we're doing the journey. Like, this is possible for anyone to get through. And if you want to get yourself a bag right now, dude, these prices are looking freaking juicy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm reading this comment right here. Academiciated. He says, during the Pulsechain sag, RH did mention perhaps holding a third of each Pulsechain hex and e-hex might be beneficial. This was before Pulsex was a thought.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, man, like, bro, like nobody expects, like, if we knew this was going to a penny, it'd be too easy. It's not supposed to be easy, y'all.
Right.
You know, it like, you gotta expect the unexpected, right? You know, there's people that are going to tell you, man, Pulsechain is going to do a 10x at best, or Pulsex is going to do a 2x, and it's just like, I just don't believe it, yo. I don't believe in that stuff. I think this is going to do what people were originally predicting: 300x's, 1,000x. You know what I mean? Like,
and again, what I love about that is that's from sack price, my boy.
Yeah,
like that let's talk about that. Like you can talk about 100x, 500x, you know, 1,000x, all that good stuff. We're talking from sack price, boys.
Bro,
so
y'all,
500x from there.
Y'all not listening, bro. Y'all not listen. Yo, again, it's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to invest in something that you know is gonna do a 10,000x. You just not, because it's just too good to be true. And then for the people that stick around, those are the ones who win, bro. Those are the ones who, I've seen it happen so many. We've seen it with Bitcoin, Ethereum. We've seen it with Hex. You know, I think it's gonna, like, lightning is gonna strike twice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know? the GUI is actually still pretty good if you do want to transact on the Ethereum network. It's down to freaking 8 GUI right now, which is actually very beneficial. I know it says 7 at the moment right now, so I'll say 7 to 8 GUI. That's freaking awesome to anyone who wants to transact on the Ethereum network. Again, guys, keep in mind, this is what you want to look at before starting a stake, ending a stake, or anything like that. Just take a quick little gander at the GUI. If this thing is really high and it's time to end your stake on the Hex network on the Ethereum side, don't do it right away, right? You got 14 days to even end your stake. If you don't know that, now you do. But before you even consider to be penalized or start getting penalized for not ending your stake, and even then it's 1% per week up to 100 weeks. So you got plenty of time. So don't transact whenever the GUI is at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 GUI. That's silly and stupid. Just wait until this sucker hits, especially now that Pulsechain has launched. GUI has improved on Ethereum, folks. I want y'all to understand that. Without a doubt, the gas fees have improved since Pulsechain has launched and is actually benefiting both networks, Pulsechain and Ethereum. So pretty freaking incredible there.
Yeah. Yo. Oh, I feel blessed to be here, yo. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. I'm finally in something early. I own it. I'm here. Y'all not gonna leave me. Y'all not gonna leave me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm coming to the promised land.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my gosh,
Dude, we coming. Pulse 300 to 1,000x. Yeah, of course. Let's do it right there.
How many black people are in Pulsechain, bro? Like, if off the top of your head, how many black people are in this ecosystem?
I don't know. I mean, we probably got like 200, 100,000 holders. I don't even know. So we'll just say like 10,000.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like 10%, bro, or something. Yeah, dude. And like I'll say half the motherfuckers are from Texas. Is my guess. No, I don't understand how or why or what, but it's just part of how the whole situation happens. Dude, one weird thing that happened when I was in the Marine Corps, dude, it just seemed like like a quarter of the people you met was from Texas, and it was the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, you got people attracted from all 50 states and pulled in from everywhere. You part of the U.S. Marine Corps. Everyone pulled in. And half, or let's say a quarter of the motherfuckers are from Texas, all of them, and that's kind of how I feel about this question right here. I would say we got a good portion.
Yeah, probably.
Based, man.
Yeah, that's the good answer. I'm thinking we got like 30 of us out here. Me, you, Corey, Infestor, Disciple.
Oh, there's plenty, man. There's Crypto Khalil. There's plenty of people. Who was the gentleman that you had on the late night stream? That was whenever. That was freaking absolutely fire. He was Sinclair. Yeah. Love seeing him. Love hearing his view, his thoughts, and him sharing everything as well. So dude, there's people out there that I guarantee, man, you got plenty, man. I've several people through Patreon have messaged me. It's just one of those fun things, man.
Yo, we gonna come together and buy an NBA team. Let's do that, man. Y'all hit me up. Set that up. Can you imagine? The PulseNation, the Los Angeles PulseNation. Oh man, that'd be fire, man. That'd be fire.
I saw like 1,300 ship for Pulsex, got 30 million, now over 10x that. Bam.
Fire.
Like that's like the price. Look, hey, if you didn't sacrifice and you're buying at these prices, then you're better off than a lot of folks who did sacrifice. Like, let's just be real. Because for a majority of folks who did sacrifice, unless they sold some where the random hype happened in the very beginning, most were down during that time. Right? Unless you've been continuing to DCA over time, and whether it be lowering your average and having it to where you're in profit out of the simple 1% gain or whatever the case may be. But this is pretty crazy that you're going to have a lot of people coming into the ecosystem. And I almost kind of feel like for a certain level that's why some people aren't sharing with other folks. I kind of felt this way about Hex whenever the price is going down and you start seeing like sentiment kind of start changing around everything. It was like they didn't want people to get a better deal than them, right?
Right.
And so it almost became like this selfish desire to not have someone do better than you after you introduce them to it. And you're like, bro, I brought you in. How do you have more? So I had this happen with Hex, and my buddy got in, and he actually managed to like smoke me on T-shares real fast out of the crazy stuff because I was doing the T-shares on the way up, and he was doing the T-shares on the way down, and that boy set up so many T-shirts on the way down that I was like, "You son of a bitch!" So I
hurt,
you,
man.
But you know, it became a goal for me to attain the same level. Like, I ain't gonna let this nigga outshine me. You ain't beating me. I brought you in. You know what I mean? It became like
absolutely.
I'm gonna show you how to do it. And so like it became this drive to push me to actually keep going because we had that same topic where you have a goal and many people are going to be able to attain the goal at the prices that we're at right now. So that's why you got to have many tiers of goals. And that's not only with current prices, but on your own portfolio. When you reach $1 million, does that mean that you've made it? Does that mean that you've stopped? That you just stopped? Do you pull out the million and be done? Or do you have different levels that you go to and attain? Your first level's 1, your second level's 5, your third level's 10, your fourth level's 25, your fifth level's, let's just say $100 million with 10 million in the bank or something absolutely incredible that should be so outside of your realm of possibility that it is possible, but it takes a steady effort to get there. And you got to have many different goals on that path. So don't just stop when you hit that first goal, folks, because that's what he helped me get that drive. I had a certain number of t-shirts that I was like, this shit's getting all duplicated. That's back in like 2022. And I was like, Pulsechain's launching soon. I'm good with this amount getting duplicated. And of course, we already know how that turned out. 2022, it never launched. But because he kept going and pushing, it caused me to keep going and pushing.
Yeah.
And that's what we want all of y'all to keep going and pushing. It's a marathon, guys. Get that foot in front of the other foot.
Everybody matters. From the onboards to, you know, the content creators to the guys who watch and support the streams and hit the like button, and you know, and the fudders as well, because, you know, I know Buck's going through a lot right now, but shout out to him in the sense of he motivated me to get my bags up. You know, all that mess he was talking about, 10x, 20x, you know, it actually got me to say, you know what, just in case this dude do that weak ass gains, let me get my bag up. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm sorry. A black veteran, live in Texas.
There you go.
Salute, man. Appreciate your service as well, brother.
So many of us on the
that's
low
what I'm saying. It's funny because you don't even realize it, but it's just like all of a sudden, so many niggas from Texas.
Hey, man.
Hey, but it's cool, man. It's cool, dude. We love every single one of y'all, man. Like, no matter what, we in this journey together. It's gonna be a freaking trek, man. Like, this is why we have these streams. That's why we have the whole discussions, because it helps you, but it helps us.
There you
right?
go.
Like, it's therapy for sure, no doubt, man. Like, having this discussion, reading y'all's chat, reading these fun discussions. That's why you dollar cost average all that, guys. That's exactly what it is.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. If you're staked, you are dollar cost averaging every day. Oh yes, Buck is black. Okay, I'm starting.
Oh, nah. Oh, no, he's not. He want to be. He wants to be, but he ain't.
Oh, that's awesome. Absolutely hilarious.
B-Roots is letting that boy have it, man.
Yeah. That's a whole on thing right now. They're having too much fun. You know, whenever people are writing like essays and shit, I'm like, dude, I can't do this on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. I want, you know, I'll go listen to some freaking high frequency. I'll listen to some high frequency, you know, Spotify music instead.
Yeah.
Little sunset playlist or something like that. Sunrise playlist.
I'm done being the bad guy. I don't want to do it no more. You know, people are finally starting to like me again, so I'm just gonna chill out. That music video. I'm seeing people who were shit talking me last week, like, I always love West Scott. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it this way, man. I'm good.
The guy who single-handedly created the artwork for encoded Pulsechain, first and only NFT chain, happened to be a brother. There you go. Just watch what I'll be doing with projects and ecosystem. We'll have fun, Hex Space Diamond. Vet from Cali, I appreciate your service as well, my friend. West needs to stop playing and get out of the East Coast and come party in Texas.
Oh, you don't know?
Yo, whenever West came down, dude, I was like, you moving here, bro? Like, you don't know? Yo, it's happening. Yo, we just need that. We just need that like 100x, y'all. We setting up.
I'm coming to Texas, bro. Y'all think I'm joking. I am coming to Texas. That's where I'm moving. You know, I shouldn't even be saying that, but that's where I'm bringing everybody to Texas. We're moving to Texas.
It's going to be some fun.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, shout out Texas Crypto. Man. Absolutely on that one. Yeah. I'm pushing like a porn star. What? Texas. It's that joke, of course. Denise, we absolutely love you. Glow in the dark contacts, exactly. Yo, football is a religion. Yeah, love the Christmas tree background tonight. You got it. You never walk alone. I felt like something was missing, and that was my damn Christmas tree. I still got it up in the room with me. It's always out, and that became a staple of the channel for the longest time. So I was like, I got to bring this shit back. Plus, we in October. Texas finally hit below 70 degrees as a high for the day, which by the way, folks, is absolutely incredible. So like Texas will go from 100 degrees forever, and then it'll just go to like 50. We don't really have a whole fall or spring. It just kind of like you just get one or the other, and it's like that's basically Texas. So enjoying the weather. I hope all of y'all have been having an absolutely fantastic time with the weather. I know it's about to get probably pretty crazy. I think this is going to be one of the wildest winters we're going to witness.
Wow. Interesting. What are your winters like? Are they cold?
I mean, usually we don't have any snow or anything, but for the last 2 years, we had like a snowpocalypse type situation happen where we lost power for like 10 days in certain areas. There was no way to get water because the pipes had all frozen. And so people were having to take the snow and put it into the bathtubs and let it melt in the bathtubs, and then you would boil it. You'd boil the water so that way you can distill it and you know, get rid of all the bacteria. So that's what we were having to do some of that for a little bit of time, and that hit us. I think it was about 2 years ago. Absolutely freaking wild time. So
wow.
I don't know. I think the weather's just getting wild, man. Like, if you ask me, I don't know, due to weather, global warming, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. But the wildest, or the temperatures are just fucking freaking out.
Yeah, interesting, man.
So I would say normally it's all good. We'll get a little bit of cold. It'll get down to low, 30s and sometimes in the 20s, but for the most part, no snow, nothing crazy like that. And the last couple of years we finally have had snow. And then we had that snowpocalypse, like I said, like 2 years ago.
Oh, I can't wait, man. Listen, I'm a Cowboys fan. I like beautiful women. I like warm weather. I'm coming to Texas, dog. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. Barbecue. Yep. Oh, my God. I'm sold.
Yeah, we got Heximus saying Air Force vet from Puerto Rico, my friend. Salute to you as well, Heximus. ATX not lying. The fall air hit, and we here in the South smiling ear to ear. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, this weather comes around, you're like, I can do shit.
Yeah.
It's actually fun to do stuff.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, you don't know? Yeah, part texting my dad was from Beaumont. Salute to you, Heckspace Diamond. As I drink coffee on the beach in Thailand, that's a beautiful, beautiful area. I can't wait to go back to Thailand, man. I really can't.
Wow.
It's really great, dude. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good out there, man. So freaking incredible. Yeah, it's going to be one of those things that we're going to do little meetups and stuff. So that's one of the things that we're going to be having a fun little introduction on. But we're actually going to be traveling into different areas in different countries and having a fun PulseNation group as well, that we actually get to intermingle with each other, get to network with other like-minded individuals, and looking forward to it, man.
The Bangkok meetup. Leave your wife at home. That's all.
My wife is coming, my friend. My wife is coming, my boy. We're gonna be having all the fun, my friend. You gotta understand. I don't need.
I'm talking to you. Y'all in the chat. Leave your wife at home.
You know who it is. Yeah, we're gonna pull a DCC where the ladies come for free or something like that. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. Hey, man.
In a deer park. Yeah, exactly.
We appreciate y'all being here, man. We had a fun stream. As always, number 45. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Boost the algorithm. And man, ATX, man, you got anything you want to tell these people before we get out of here?
No, man, simple as it is. I'll leave it with one final quote, and it's never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. Right? We're all in the same. We're all in the same. We're all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us. Now let's go out and live up to our potential, folks.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, folks. Take care. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah. Money stay callin' in this bitch.